name is Soona Samsami. I am the U.S. representative of National Council of Resistance of Iran. Welcome you all here. 25 years after the mass murder of 30,000 political dissidents and MEK members, which took place in infamous prisons across Iran in 1988 at the hands of the clerical regime, today we bear witness to the massacre of 52 of the brightest and most courageous children of Iran by the same criminals and their puppet government in Iraq. The extrajudicial executions at Ashraf were undoubtedly instances of crime against humanity, about which we must never be silent. I'd like to point out every single one of these men and women, as well as the 7 residents kidnapped, carried identity cards issued by the U.S. government, declaring them as protected persons under the Geneva Conventions. Second, every single one of these residents had signed an agreement with the U.S. government which stipulated that in exchange for consolidation of their weapons, the U.S. government would bear the responsibility for their protection. The United States deprived them of their means of self-defense, leaving them unprotected against the Iranian regime's criminals and agents which Tehran had installed in Iraq. So, my question is, when bullets were flying at Ashraf, where was the U.S. government? Where was the U.S. embassy? Where was the United Nations? Where was the UNHCR? Why has the U.S. government broken its promise of protection and ignored repeated warnings about an impending attack? The United States, United Nations bear clear and defined moral and legal responsibility for these deaths. In aftermath of this crime, why have the Secretary of State and the President remained silent? Why no clear warnings being sent to Iraq? Why there is no specific measures taken to prevent the continuation of this catastrophe? Why is the United States refusing to take measures so that UN Blue Helmet forces take responsibility of protecting the residents? Why isn't acting to ensure the requirements for protection at liberty? Why hasn't pressured Iraq to allow T-walls, helmets, bulletproof vests into liberty? We want those responsible for crime against humanity to be brought to justice. The United States must take effective measures to ensure the immediate release of the 7 kidnapped. We seek the formation of an international fact-finding mission and demand comprehensive and impartial investigations. Owing it to its direct role in the crime, the Iraqi government cannot be trusted. September 1st will reserve its place in Iranian history. Let us learn from the fallen heroes in Ashraf. They planted seed of hope in the minds and hearts of millions of Iranian youth, men and women, exemplifying deniable courage and sacrifice, without which the search for freedom would be in vain. Their ultimate sacrifice will undoubtedly inspire more Iranians to rise up and overthrow the Iranian government. Thank you and welcome again.